Yo people, welcome back to the Life of Tyler vlogs. I'm currently down here at the prom again, doing a nice big walk with Twixie, just getting out and about. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a very quiet morning, just chilling out, doing nothing, chilling with Twixie. After everything that happened yesterday, it was just all way too much. It was just, you know, going from like the pain of thinking that I was never going to see her again to then going to just the absolute just smile on my face when I got her back. And as you can see, she's there, she's happy. We're out and about in this lovely weather, taking a walk around the prom. I started my walk off down there. I was going to walk all the way around there, but then I spotted something, right, which I haven't seen since I was like 11, maybe probably even younger than that. It's this little cut through here. But if I remember correctly, it takes me to the wrong part of the park. So we're going to keep going up this way and see if they're fixed, like the little steps that take you up onto that big building thing over in the distance, so we can try and see out at sea. We're still walking around the side and it's going to take us a little while because I can't walk too fast. Because me being me, I decided to rush myself down my stairs and ended up standing on the side of my ankle, twisted it, and it feels like I just pulled my back out and everything's in pain. But we're gonna keep walking. Hopefully the steps over there have been fixed and then we can go and check it out. I'm not too sure if you can see down there, but they are a bunch of bunnies just chilling out in the field, relaxing, having a nice time. Right, well, which one of their names is Peter Rabbit then? Come on, own up. Which one of you is called Peter? I reckon you're Peter right there. You. Well, that one looks like it's about to go for a runner. Where you going, mate? Oh, doesn't seem too happy. I better turn around and walk back this way in case I get chased by Peter and his little gang. And we've left Peter Rabbit and his little gang of people alone. Me and Twixie are going to walk this way, keep walking around, because honestly I don't know if the little tower thing's going to be free to use. So let's get round there and check it out. I can't walk over to the tower just yet because there's a family up there, so I'm going to walk this way, which I've not walked around in a very long time, and see where it takes us. It's absolutely scorching hot today here in Essex, but if I walk just across here we might get a nice view. If we keep walking that way, I'm not too sure if you can read that sign, but it's heading down to Northey Island. What an absolutely lovely place to come for a walk, man. I really needed this today. Just a nice relaxing walk. Apparently if you walk this whole entire trail, it takes you all the way around down to Bradwell-on-Sea. I'm not too sure how much you can actually hear of me. But there you go, you've got all the boats abandoned. Boats there abandoned because all the tide has gone out. A boat crashed up the side. And then all the way down there, keep zooming, got a giant wind farm, and that's Bradwell-on-Sea. I actually can't believe this camera can pick that up. All the way down there is the wind farm and Bradwell, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to turn back on ourselves, head through this gap again, and just keep walking to the little tower. I don't have the time to be walking all the way down this trail today, so we'll come back and do that another day. But we're going to keep walking around the prom and just checking things out. But technically, when we go past that bin right there, we are technically on Northey Island, which is a complete separate island. I know it doesn't make sense, but yeah, that's just what I've been told and that's what I've looked up. Once you go past that sign there, which says Northey Island, you're technically on an island. So yeah, welcome to Northey Island. Me and Twixie have now walked back from the island, back onto the Malden Island. I'm not too sure how much of all of this is true. Yes, I've lived here for quite some time, and obviously I grew up here a bit. But obviously my local town is obviously Braintree in Essex. So that's mainly what I know. I know Braintree like I could walk around Braintree with my eyes shut and tell you where to go. That's how well I know it. But for now, we're going to keep walking back into the prom and carrying on with our walk. Go on, Twix, what's down there? What's down there? She literally started smelling down there, then started walking back on herself, so I'm guessing she was trying to chase some sort of rabbit or something. But we're down at the salt marsh coast. You've got all the signs there, not too sure if you can read it because the sun, but there you go. You've got the island that way, you've got Mayland Sea, Haybridge Basin, the salt marsh coast trail. Just got everything down here, which is just that way, which is the Northey Island. I just wanted to quickly say big up to that man down there. He let his dog go off the lead and run around with Twixie for a minute. He was a bit nervous at first. I was like, honestly, she's friendly. But we now made it down to the little tower. And let's get up there. I think Twixie's very keen to get up here. They've fixed the steps now. So let's head up and take a look around. Straight up the other steps she goes. And we are about to see one of the best views in Malden. Would you just look at that view? But right down there is where the sign is. The trail goes all the way down there, all the way around, past them boats and back into Malden. You can see people walking down to the statue. That's where me and Twixie went for a walk the other day. People literally walk down there, touch the statue, sorry I'm trying to start now, and then start to walk back on themselves. But would you just look at that view? What an absolute beautiful sight. I'm really not that sure how safe this actually is, because it was shut off with caution signs around it, so really I probably shouldn't be up here, but I'm trying to see if I can capture the old man walking down that footpath, like, because it just proves the point that there's actually a footpath there. Obviously I would walk it today, I just don't have the time. It will take me like 2.5 hours to walk it, so, and it's like nearly 5 PM roughly. Right, well I'm going to stop talking now and let's jump into a little mini montage of where I am, and let me show you Malden Prom. 5 minutes has passed, and since I filmed a little montage, I still haven't seen the older man walk down that footpath. So I'm thinking about doing the right thing and walking around there just to double check that he's alright, make sure that he's not falling over. But let's zoom in and you can see some people actually walking down there. As you can see there, it is a footpath and it will lead right over there. Right, Twix, let's try and make it down these steps very, very safely. Go on, go first. Go on, you lead the way. Here we go. Oh. A bit creaky, but no falling over yet. Go on, these ones. Me and Twixie have now left the tower and we're walking down this long strip here, leading us back down to the prom. I mean, we didn't need to go back and check on the older man because I could see him in the distance with his golden lab. He's fine and he's walking very slowly, which I don't blame him because it's really not that safe to walk down there. But I was going to walk Twixie down to the end there, but instead we're going to take a walk down to the front of the area and just take a quick look before we head home. I don't know why, but I've never known this to be a boat. I always thought it was a building, but it's actually a boat. We've got loads of planes flying over Malden today. I'm not too sure why, and not too sure if you can see it. But that's how far away it is, all up in the sky. We don't really have many, like, I don't know how to say it, like all like the air shows and stuff like that. So it is nice to see it sometimes. Leaving the footpath behind, going past the yacht club, down through here where I'm going to try not to fall over. I keep nearly falling over. It doesn't help when you've got all these hills like that there. But we're going to try and walk down towards, down to where all like the water area is and everything like that. It really doesn't help when you've got things like that in the middle of the footpath, when I've already fallen down the stairs at home and nearly stacked it back there. But we're going to keep walking this way and figure things out and wonder where we're going to go. Would you just look at that view? Right there is Main Malden. That's where all like the church, all the pubs and every single barber, which there's about 16 barber shops. Twixie absolutely loves doing this walk. We do it pretty much every couple of weeks. We come down here for a massive walk. But that water doesn't look too pleasant, but we're going to keep walking all the way down the bottom. We've got all the boats down here. We keep walking all the way down to the bottom bay, and you've got all the parks over there. But Twixie, you're not going in the park, and I'm definitely not going in the park. I'm too old for all that. All the way down there is where they start off doing like the Malden mud run. You've got all the abandoned boats. Well, they're not abandoned. They are, well, they are, because there's no water down to it. The water's there. But you've got all of this down here in the local town, which I will miss a lot, to be honest. And the next bit we're going down to is one of the main parts of the prom. Me and Twixie are now taking a well-deserved rest down here at the main part of the prom. I'm not too sure if people know this, but about 50 years ago, 60 years ago, all of this right there, we can see all the waterfall, all of this was an actual open swimming area where everyone could come down and swim for free. But now it's turned into a little like a little pond lake. It is actually quite nice because it's got the waterfall. The water blows like in the breeze. It's lovely up here. But would you just look at this view that we've got all the way around, and you've got the little ice cream truck area. Me and Twixie are taking a slow walk back from the middle bit, walking past the zoo. Like, they've actually got a full-on Malden prom zoo. I've never been in there, but I would like to go. And it's nice to see that my dad has finally found a home down in the zoo. Down here, as you go past the zoo, you've got the public toilets, and then you've got the Pirates Crazy Bay golfing area. Walking past the front of the golfing place down to the car. I've not been down here for a little while. You've got the skate park and all the big ramps. And that ice cream van going past me right now is an absolute scam. Charges like £4.50 for a flake, which is meant to be like 99p. Silly what people do these days. But first of all, I'm going to take a walk down the wildlife rail. I'm walking down the trail. Some kid did a massive scream, which then all the rabbits that were sitting down here vanished and couldn't catch them on camera. So I'm going to keep walking around this way. There's a little bridge that we're going to walk over and then get in the car. I'm not too sure if that is a safe idea, but fuck it, let's do it anyway. Let's walk across. I'm kind of terrified to move right now because it's creaking like mad, but keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Twixie, keep walking. Safely made it by the rabbits down here. Well people, this is where the video is going to come to an end. Twixie needs a drink, I need a drink. We're going to walk back towards the car and get a drink because my throat is as dry as anything. Got some ducks ahead of us down there. But yeah, thank you for watching. I know it's not been a long vlog, but it's better than yesterday's. So thank you for watching. I've been the Life of Tyler Vlogs. She's been the Tired Puggo, and we'll catch you all on the next one tomorrow. Twix, say it. Peace.